Oh boy, here we go. Do you guys drink? You may become drinkers by the end of this video, let me tell you. Okay, so the Polaris, is it soloable? Okay, well, why would you want to solo such a big ship? It's counterintuitive. What kind of an idiot would want to solo the ship, right? Except wrong. Here's the thing. I've been backing Star Citizen since 2013. The promises made to the solo player are very real. They said we absolutely will have NPC crews for solo players. We will have blades to control the guns and all that crap for solo players. So we believed CIG. Recently, very recently, we've been getting word that, there might be, this is what, since 2013, so what's that? I don't know how many years. What is that? How many years later? What is that? 15 freaking years? I don't know, man. How long has Star Citizen been in production? Freaking alpha, 12 years or whatever. Okay, they said now, oh, well, maybe after the 1.0 release, maybe there'll be NPC crews. Oh, but there will be blades. Well, that doesn't help solo players, does it? Okay, so solo players, we want to feel like we're exploring the universe just like everybody else, except we don't necessarily like to play with many other people. Let's face it, when you play with other people, you start hearing about them talking about their kids, their financial woes. They say stuff like, yo, bruh, let's go over here. Or they're farting or they're belching and they're eating their Taco Bell while they're playing. It's annoying as hell. And for people who just want to role play and explore and get lost into a space simulation, it's very distracting. Distracting is the word. So we just want to solo play, right? And we were promised we could. Okay, so the biggest exploration ship you could buy and kind of solo was the Carrick. So many of us bought the Carrick. Now, the Carrick, I don't know how many freaking years that thing's been around. It's never been finished. It never got the amenities it was supposed to have. Its functionality is just completely cut in half. And so we look at the Polaris and everybody was saying, oh, the Polaris is the Carrick killer. Buy the Polaris. It has all those amenities that you never got. So, of course, that means more money spent. You need to spend more money to upgrade to the Polaris, but you'll finally get all those things that you never got in the Carrick. A lot of people were so mad, they just completely closed their wallets and they're not going to spend any more money on Star Citizen. Because let's face it, when you buy an expensive ship like the Carrick, you expect it to work. You expect its role to be in game, and you expect to not have to pay more money to upgrade the ship to get the amenities that should have been in the first place. Okay, so I understand the anger. But then there was even more anger because every station in this ship, like this one here, this is actually the pilot's seat. The pilot controls no weapons, and you just have, you have your system access here. Okay, all right, wonderful. So every station has a role. So it's virtually impossible to solo the ship. I mean, unless you consider soloing the ship, flying it. You can fly it, but you're not going to be able to defend yourself. You're not going to be able to launch torpedoes. Here's the co-pilot seat. The co-pilot seat has its own role. It has ship systems. It also has access to all the doors. What is this? VTOL. Well, I guess I didn't notice if the pilot has these basic, but not the doors. And there is actually a missile rack that you can fire from the co-pilot seat. One of the missile racks, or whatever the heck you call it. You got neat cameras and stuff like that. The ship is absolutely beautiful. It is beautiful. It's a dream. People say it's gold standard plus. Well, it's approaching it. It has a lot of problems right now, but a lot of stuff still not working. Cabin's quarters not finished. All this kind of stuff. By the way, this is not a tour of the Polaris. I actually put out a tour, but it was sort of silly. It was called Star Citizen Hub, and it was me making awful noises, sort of bedroom noises, as I explore the Carrick, and it didn't go over so well, so I deleted that video. I should not have even mentioned it. Yeah, Star Citizen Hub. So this is the co-pilot seat. Fantastic, wonderful. Okay. So you may say, well, duh, idiot. The captain's chair is where you control everything. Oh no, it's the opposite. The captain's chair is where the king sits and delegates to all the, subordinates. So you have access to nothing. You have 2 MFDs right here that you can look at and play with some of the, power and shields just like everybody else. But you're the captain, so, you're neutered. You're basically a neutered captain. So, all right. So we go over to these stations here, and everyone, like I say, has a role. Now, each of these control, in addition to some of the ship systems. What is wrong with this camera? You have access to a gun, and I don't remember which is which. I don't even know where's the power on this stupid thing. In the last patch, you couldn't even power these on. Doesn't look like you still can. Yeah, still can't power it on. Okay, so here's the turret. At least might work. Where's it? Push it. Where's it? What am I doing? Push it. Beep. Okay, so this is, I don't know, a top turret, back, top rear turret. The ship is cool. I mean, this is cool, but, and over here, of course, is going to be, I guess this is going to be a belly turret. Let's see. I don't know why nothing is really, a lot of stuff isn't working right now on the Polaris, I mean, that's understandable to a degree, but anyways, so here, yeah, it's belly turret. Okay, great. Okay, so just imagine you're a solo player, and you jump on this, jump on this thing, and you realize, okay, if I want to launch a torpedo, I have to do this. I would have to, in the middle of a fight, leave the bridge, travel all the way down. I have to go down elevator access. Da, 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 da. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to do this in real time. I've actually sped up this video by, like, what is it? 2%? 5%? I don't remember. The gameplay here. So how you doing? You get that alcohol I was talking about? Did I drive you to drink yet? Okay, so which way? This way here. Okay, now you finally reached, if you're not dead already, you finally reached the torpedo bay. But wait. To launch the torpedoes, you actually need to be in this room here. And do you see these 2 terminals? Guess what? That's right. You can't operate all torpedoes at once either. You get to operate left and right side of the turrets. You need 2 people if you want to operate both sides of the turret, am I saying turrets? Torpedoes. Left and right torpedoes, left and right terminals. Dedicated roles. Once again. So even if you made it to the torpedo launching terminal, you're going to be launching from one side only. And then to even steer the ship, you'd have to go all the way back. And I mean, just to further, further illustrate how non-soloable this ship is. Like, for instance, the tractor beam. You would think, oh, the tractor beam for the cargo bay, which is cool as hell, by the way. You would think you could definitely control that from one of the stations, on the bridge. No, this is it right here. You have to be in the cargo bay, and one person has to be on this tractor beam. Oops, what did I do? And there you go. You have access. But so you easily need 6 to 8 minimum to run this ship properly. Minimum. I think it's a 12 cruise ship. Beautiful though. Take a look. Beautiful. But yeah, guys, we're not going to be soloing this thing. I mean, and some people are rejoicing, but I mean, CIG promised it, and you cannot say that they didn't, because they did. So this is controversial. So get that whiskey.